So today in this session, let us understand the last life process, that is excretion. As I told you that there are so many activities which are taking place inside our body. As a result of all these life processes, some of the waste which are being formed in the body, right? And these wastes are not useful for the body, rather they are the harmful substances which are present in the body. So we have to get rid out of these substances from our body. And this happens under the process of excretion. So then what is excretion? Excretion is the biological process which involved in the removal of harmful metabolic waste from the body. What is meant by harmful metabolic waste? It is that waste that which is not useful for the body. Rather it is harming our body. Okay? So now we will understand how these excretory system developed in the plants as well as in the animals. You all know that the different organisms adopt the different ways to excrete the wastes. We have seen that there are some simple unicellular organisms. For example, just recall the amoeba. How does the amoeba excrete? Amoeba is a unicellular organism. It does not have any specialized organs, right? So excretion in the amoeba is very simple. It excretes through diffusion. Okay, then when I talk about or when we look at the multicellular organisms, they have some specialized organs for the excretion. So with the help of those organs, the excretion takes place in the multicellular organisms. Right? So now let us understand the excretory system present in plants. Before that, let us know why this excretion is needed or what is the need of excretion. Okay? So why excretion is needed then? The excretion is needed to maintain the ionic balance as well as the water levels in the body. Because when the amount of waste material increases inside our body, it can also affect the ionic balance in the body. I mean the ions which are present in the body. And what about the water level? The level of water should be also appropriate. If the water level in the body increases or decreases too much, then it is not good for our body. So, to maintain the proper amount of water level in the body, it is very, very important. So then, accumulation of toxic substances also leads to several diseases. What is meant by accumulation? Storage, right? Storing more amount of the harmful, that is the toxic substances, it will focus us towards to receive more diseases. I mean, we get several types of diseases. As a result, what happened? Our immunity system is also affected. What is immune system? We have discussed when I was telling about platelets. Do you remember? So our immune system is a system which is fighting against the diseases. Okay, this system has to be always strong. Otherwise, what happens? Our body can easily receive the infection causing germs. As a result, we get the diseases. Right? So, to maintain all these things, very important. So, that is why we have the need of excretion. The excretion is important. What are the things we are excreting now? We are excreting the toxic substances. Right? So, when the toxic substances are excreted, we can maintain the ionic balance, water level, as well as our immune system also can be kept in a healthy way. Okay? So now let us understand excretory system in plants. If you look at the process of photosynthesis, you can easily understand what are the products which are being received, right? So before that, I would like to tell you how do and what do the plants excrete. The plants excrete the water, oxygen, resins, gums, as well as the leaves. So how do they excrete then? They excrete the oxygen and water in the process of photosynthesis. So what happens under the process of photosynthesis is the plants take in carbon dioxide and water, right? And they release the glucose, water as well as oxygen, whereas this glucose is absorbed by the plant itself, that it is being utilized by the plants for their development, whereas the water, this water is also considered as a waste product they stored in the stomata and they excreted through the transpiration. If you look at this picture, you can understand how does the transpiration is taking place, right? Whatever the excess of water which is present in the plant body, that will be releasing out through stomata in the form of transpiration. What is transpiration? I have told you, right? Transpiration is the process of, it is a loss of removal of water. How do they remove the water? In the form of water vapor. So this is how the plants excrete the water. Now the plants also excrete resins and gums which are stored in the xylem. These resins and gums, actually they are the waste product which are present in the trees. The plants excrete those things because they are not being utilized by their body. Rather, they are useful for the human beings. So, these are also excreted by the plant. The resins and gums are considered to be the waste products. And you have also seen that some of the leaves and the bark of the trees will fall off after some time. What happened? The plants excrete through leaves. They also remove their bark which fall off later. How do the leaves excrete? The leaves actually they shed the plants or the trees, they shed their leaves during some season, right? So as a result, what happened? As the leaves shed, the leaves later fall off. So this leaf, when it fall off, it is considered that it is been excreted out by the plants or the trees. Okay, even the bark also, when it is not being utilized, it is not in a healthy condition, what happened? It is also excreted out of the body of the plant or a tree. Sorry, the body of the tree. So this is how some of the ways by which the plants excrete the waste materials. Hope you all have understood, right? So in the next session, I will be explaining you how does the excretion takes place in the human beings. Thank you.